Is that a good soil to take a bath in? Good for the garden too. Look how much everything has grown, you guys, in my new aquaponics system. I think it grows faster. And yes, if you haven't seen before, all the bees, they love drinking from here. So that's great. I love it. Hey, you guys. We got a surprise day off, well, from baby. My baby is sick, so he has to go to the doctor, so prayers for him for sure. But we kind of got a surprise day off, so we spent the morning doing something kind of fun. I think of it as fun. This is where I want to make my dry riverbed because we have terrible drainage off our patio and off our yard. But the water runs out there into the alley, so that's awesome. So I was just having trouble waiting, and you know, I would just want to envision what it's going to be like. So this is not what it's going to be like, but right now I just set this up a little kind of to make the edges of the creek bed, and it's just so I could picture it in my mind and look forward to it. So what we're gonna do is have French drain. It's gonna have gravel and good rocks. It's gonna look really cool, I'm hoping. But at least this way we'll be able to, we can fill the yard with more bark mulch. So that's what we've been doing all morning, dumping bark mulch, so it's not so muddy for the dog because the spring rains are coming. Eli's got a new toy. And our family yesterday got a new toy. A very expensive one. We got a new air conditioner, you guys. What a blessing. If you guys have just joined us, our air conditioner was kind of given out at the end of summer, but we propped it up. And meaning we got someone to come out and prop it up for us to get it just through the end of summer, and then we saved money all winter, and also Papa Hunter gave us some money that we were able to get, and so thank you, Papa Hunter. We're gonna be cool this summer. And we were also able to get the new indoor unit, so brand new. Thank you, Lord. So the next big project is gonna be this plumbing that goes along here. That's why we can't do the creek bed yet, the dry creek bed yet, because they're gonna tear this out. This is where our plumbing goes out to the alley. And so we need all of that replaced because we have a pipe broken underneath our sink. So right now we can't let water go down our sink. So we just use the bucket method. It's no big deal. But we're getting closer. With Papa Hunter's money and the money that we saved, we're gonna be able to do it, you guys, get the plumbing fixed. So that's exciting. Yeah, so I just have to wait for my dry creek bed a little bit longer. So we get bark mulch from over at the community garden. So that's good, from Chip Drop. And we just do a few loads every day. It's our workout. But now, we are going to make some soil. It is time to get this garden ready for spring. So we're going to start with great soil that I found in the back of my chicken yard. But you can also start with peat moss. Behind our chicken coop, where the girls love to go take dust baths. There was great soil. Because all the water just rushes down this direction. I mean, rushes everything that I put in the chicken yard. all the bales of straw I put in here, everything that they scrounge around in washes back against the fence, and then they mess in it some more. And bunny berries from under our hutch. And some biochar, or basically natural charcoal, from our fire pit. And you've probably heard me say it before, but these are like little condominiums for bacteria to move into. Every shot today, you guys are gonna see the green airplane. A lot of people make biochar so complicated, you guys, but it really is just natural charcoal. And the way we get it is we have a fun fire, and then we just put the hose on it before we go in. And we're left with biochar. And you can soak it to inoculate it, soak it in compost, and soak it in different teas. You can do lots of fun things with it, but you can also just add it to your soil mix. And the bacteria will do the rest. The microorganisms in the soil, I should say, will do the rest for you. And even though this compost isn't fully done yet, we're gonna do some partial composted. Airplanes on the roof. And the gate works. Look at that rich earth going on there. Yes. Okay, here we go again. Earth from my chicken yard, bunny berries, biochar, and compost. Now, if you don't have all this, no worries. You can start with peat moss, a big square bag of peat moss, and you can do compost cow manure for your manure source. You can do even a really good quality compost you can put in here. Biochar, you can even go buy a natural bag of charcoal that hasn't been treated with anything and chop that up and use that if you want to. It's really, you can really get all this, no worries. But just every year, I just try to close my system where I'm creating it on my own property as much as possible. It's better on the pocketbook too, of course. Last thing to do today is to get this bed weeded totally so I can put new dirt on it, because tomatoes are going here like soon, this week or this weekend. The airplane has finally lodged itself in the tree. So Eli has got his cousin who's throwing the football to try to dislodge it. Oh my goodness, never a dull moment. Homestead victory, you guys. Now if I could get this bed filled with fresh dirt ready for planting, that would really make me happy. I'm gonna give it a try. I'm gonna push and give it a try, and then that will be a great end to a great day. Enjoy. So fun to feed your weeds to your chickens and have them come out in your eggs. So satisfying. All this great garden soil. I put these under my rabbits, just bin lids, so that they would be so much easier to collect. And I'm glad I did. I did it, you guys! Now I feel really more prepared for spring. Ready to plant my tomatoes. And I will fork these beds a little bit. Kind of no-till, but forking them up a little bit before I plant. Yeah! We've got 1, 2, 3, and 4 beds all ready for tomatoes and peppers. All those warm season things, basil. Yeah, we still got a little bit to wait. It might not freeze again, you guys. I kind of think it won't, but don't take my word for it. Our last possible freeze date is April 15th, the middle of April. So I have had it freeze like April 11th and totally kill the things I planted. So hold off, just wait for it. Put your tomatoes out though, and then protect them. Be prepared to protect anything that you put out. You must be prepared to protect it. All right, it's happening. Spring is coming, and if you are still snowed in and you're not able to get out in the soil, then just live vicariously through me. I'm so sorry. Your time is coming. Hey guys, today we are digging up some blackberries and taking to a friend. And let me show you, in blackberry vines, they like just fall over and they just land somewhere and root. So this is one that's rooting. So then you can cut it off and dig it up and give it to a friend and share. Same with these have already been cut off. Okay. We're also digging up or separating some comfrey for her. So much fun to barter with friends, different things. And if you don't know what comfrey is and you don't know what use it has on the homestead, I will link up a video in the description so you can find out. It is really helpful on the homestead for many different things. And all it takes is a little piece of root to get it started again. You guys, look what I found. Eli, look.
The wind brought it down.
It fell out of the tree into the garden. Yes, victory.
Woo! This is the before. And we got all these stones for that. Eli's been missing these stepping stones. That's what we're doing today.
I know, it seems so out of order. I literally hate it. Like, I'm just walking, I just want to take up all of the stepping stones, flatten out the ground so there's no indents, and I just want to restart because like some of them are tilted.
We have all been missing them. I've been getting a lot more muddier than I should because I don't have my stepping stones. So let's get them down.
Are you gonna help, Nala? Oh, you know what I just realized? We're all wearing blue.
Oh, we sure are.
Eli, come here. It's a blue day.
Wait.
Not in a bad way.
We all match. We're Smurfs.
That's cute.
Oh, that's beautiful. We don't need two, right?
That gate doesn't open very often. This step is fine?
Yeah,
You don't need one there?
Oh, gosh! And this one is the after.
There's one thing I'd like to finish up before the sun goes down, and that is to get my compost back stirred up and tarped and heating up again. The girls knocked it all down, which is great. That's exactly what I wanted them to do. And since I repaired my hose, I can use my water again. So that's good, because you definitely need water to make things rot. Right guys, this black soldier bin has been going all season. They only produce black soldier fly larvae in the warm season, so I want to clean it out, get all that good compost out of there before the warm season comes again and we can attract black soldier flies again. So I'm going to attempt to get that cleaned out and into my compost pile. Hey you guys, so I got my black soldier fly bin all cleaned out. That is a huge victory. Insects play a huge part on my homestead, and these insects come up into the wading trough and into the mouths of my chickens, and they're great for chickens. They're a good protein source all during the warm months. Winter months, no, but all during the warm months, it's active. And another thing that I use it for is when I harvest any animal, all the bits that I don't want go in here, and the black soldier fly larvae devour them, and then I can use that for compost to go onto my garden. Now, when I emptied it out, I was thinking maybe it should just go in the garden. But I chose to compost it because it would, as I wet it down, it was very dry, but as I wet it down, it started to smell. I noticed that it smelled a little funky, like it wasn't totally composted, so that's good. I made the right call. I'll compost it some more until it smells earthy and wonderful. It'll be a good fertilizer for my garden though. Now, I hadn't cleaned this out in a while. I think it's been 2 years, so it got way too heavy. And as you can see, it broke the stand it's on because it was way too heavy. So I'm hoping that before the warm season comes totally, I'll be able to get this moved and rebuilt and hopefully show you guys how to build one and build a stand for one. And there are a couple of design flaws I don't like about it that I'm thinking about. If you guys have any suggestions, let me know in the comments. One is the chickens come in here and they eat the black soldier fly larvae before they're matured and before they climb out. So I built this to go here, and it has a hole for the gutter to go through, but I'm having a hard time getting it attached where I can take it on and off to add the food scraps. So I'm thinking of attaching it permanently with some screws and going up here and cutting a door in the top, maybe put it on some hinges of some sort so I can just maybe lift up a handle, put the food scraps in the top here and close it. I don't know, what do you guys think? I think that might improve it. Meanwhile, the gutter is cracked a bit. It's cracked a bit right here, so I'll need a new gutter piece, and I just went and got 2 gutter ends and a gutter piece. So I've got some more of this, so I'll probably replace that. But I did drill some holes in it. I think it needs more holes because it sometimes fills up with water when these holes get clogged. So I think it needs some more holes in it. But other than that, it's really useful for me, and I think if I make those improvements, it'll be even better. I also would like to make one more improvement. A lot of the black soldier fly bins that I've seen online have little like corrugated cardboard hanging from the top that encourage the black soldier flies to lay their eggs there that turn into the larvae inside the bin, like hanging down from the top of the bin. So I'd like to add that feature, and if I do the door on top, that'll make it easy to just add that feature. That when I close it, they'll hang down and they'll be a great incentive. So I'm hoping that'll like double my black soldier fly population in there. And it'll especially help if the chickens aren't going in there and nabbing out the little ones before they've grown into that nutritious meal for the chickens. So yeah, I need to make a habit of cleaning this out every winter when it's not active, because it got way too heavy, way too bogged down. So from now on, my winter project, clean out the black soldier fly bin and get it ready for spring. Yeah, I don't know, do insects play a role on your homestead? I think that's kind of unique. They really are useful and magnificent creatures. I would love to hear if you have black soldier flies on your homestead, black soldier fly larvae that you utilize for your chickens. And if you're interested, are you interested in doing that? So yeah, I'd love to hear. You guys let me know in the comments if you have any questions about black soldier fly, raising black soldier fly larvae for your chickens on your homestead. One question I did think of that somebody asked the other day was, do you have to buy them fresh every year? And the answer is no. You probably don't even have to buy them fresh the first year. I did. I bought them from a reptile food supply company. People feed them to the reptiles. So I got them from that company in a little foam jar, little foam package, and added them to a little bit of compost in here, and then started adding my food scraps. And I even have some neighbors that I get food scraps from because they are voracious eaters. I could probably supply the produce department from a store. In fact, I thought about approaching a store to see if I can get some scraps from them during the warm months to feed these guys, because they are voracious eaters. Anyway, yeah, let me know if you have any other questions in the comments. I would love to answer them for you. All right, you guys, I'm just gonna throw a little bit more on here. All that great compost, and then tarp it and call it a night. Now that is a good compost pile. One more thing. We'll keep an eye on it and see if it gets cooking. I will not be turning on the light much longer in the coop because the days are getting longer, you guys. It's almost spring. It's right around the corner. Although it does really encourage them to come in the coop. The nights that I haven't had it on, I've had a few stragglers. Stragglers that have missed the automatic door closer and been left out in the cold dark. So I don't know what I'll do about that. I might end up just putting out a timer to turn on a little bit, or maybe get some sort of small solar light that might come on in the evening that just encourage them to come on in and roost and then go off again. I'm not sure. We'll see. But I wanted to show you guys. The chickens are using their new nesting cabinet on the back of their coop. Look at those eggs, you guys. Beautiful. Isn't that gorgeous, you guys? Homestead victory.